Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources.
Daily FX Market News. September 18, 1700 America, New York. Gold price outlook hinges on Fed rate decision and AMP forward guidance. The Federal Reserve rate decision is likely to sway the near-term outlook for the price of gold as the central bank appears to be on track to scale back monetary support.
Marginal Revolution. September 18, 1444 America, New York. Our world will stay weird. Araya Smigrodsky was born in the USA last summer. She is the latest baby at the forefront of science. She is the first baby in history to be conceived with the help of polygenic testing.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. September 18, 1315 America, New York. Tequila bottles found on new Boeing Air Force One jet. The plane maker is investigating the discovery of two miniature bottles on a U.S. presidential jet that is still under development. The Library of Economics and Liberty. September 18, 1303 America, New York. It's not what you don't know, it's what you know that ain't so. In a recent post, I listed a bunch of myths that we teach to our students. One of them was specifically applicable to the German population, the myth that hyperinflation put the Nazis in power.
Marginal Revolution. September 18, 1256 America, New York. Saturday Assorted Links. 1. The reality show about activists has been cancelled. In both senses of the word, it seems. 2. Romer on boosters. And brutal. Ouch. Yet Naftali Bennett has it right.
Forex Live. September 18, 1253 America, New York. Chinese Premier Li Keqiang spoke on stabilizing supply chains, commodity prices. State media in China, Xinhua, with the article on remarks as Li Keqiang toured Guangxi province in the south of the country. Plenty in the report is familiar, he said the party would.
BBC News Business. September 18, 1155 America, New York. 4 more small energy firms could go bust next week. Rising wholesale gas prices means some companies are unable to supply energy customers have paid for.
Armstrong Economics. September 18, 1137 America, New York. The end of democracy? Question. Marty, I know you reported on the Canadian bill to suspend elections during a pandemic. Do you think that is in the cards going ahead? HS answer. I found it shocking that they would actually introduce such legislation in the first place.
Wall Street Journal Markets. September 18, 11 o'clock America, New York. Can this couple afford to build 2 vacation homes? A financial advisor weighs in. The advisor suggests they hold off until they are on a firmer financial footing.
Daily FX Market News. September 18, 10 o'clock America, New York. Weekly fundamental U.S. dollar forecast. Taper talk to intensify at September Fed meeting. The U.S. dollar, via the DXY index, is trending higher as markets expect more taper talk at the September Fed meeting.
Wall Street Journal Markets. September 18, 10 o'clock America, New York. Banks strike back, but returns remain strong with fintech. While Goldman Sachs's deal to acquire GreenSky is the latest example of a non-bank lender moving into banking, investors shouldn't declare victory for banks quite yet.
Armstrong Economics. September 18, 934 America, New York. Private blog. Australia in serious trouble. Private blog. Australia in serious trouble. Private blog posts are exclusively available to Socrates subscribers. To sign up for Socrates or to learn more, please visit ask-socrates.com.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business. September 18, 927 America, New York. Hollywood embraces TikTok stars for TV, film projects. With younger audiences glued to their phones, studios are tapping talent minted on social media for leading roles in film and television productions.
Wall Street Journal Markets. September 18, 9 o'clock America, New York. The biggest mistakes home buyers and sellers make. It's the largest investment many people will ever make, and the most emotional one. That can be a bad combination.
New York Times Business. September 18, 8 o'clock America, New York. Why taxing stock buybacks is the wrong fix for executive pay. The supposed link between buybacks and inequality is unproven.
Global Economy. September 18, 7:49 America, New York. Argentina's Cristina Fernández forces weakened president into reshuffle. Alberto Fernandez sacrifices cabinet chief after heavy defeat in midterm primaries.
Naked Capitalism, September 18, 6:25 America, New York. COVAX misses its 2021 delivery target. What's gone wrong in the fight against vaccine nationalism? Conversation. The latest supply forecast for COVAX, the program for sharing COVID-19 vaccines around the world, suggests that accelerating vaccination in low-income countries looks unlikely. Naked Capitalism, September 18, 5:35 America, New York. U.S. urged to end drone strikes after Pentagon says killing 10 Afghan civilians was horrible mistake. That was not a mistake, said journalist Anand Giridharadas. War crimes are not oopsies.
Wall Street Journal Markets, September 18, 5:30 America, New York. How Beijing's debt clampdown shook the foundation of a real estate colossus. In a risky race against time that ran for 2 decades, China Evergrande turned billions of dollars in borrowed money into the dream of homeownership for millions, but now the party has ended. Wall Street Journal Markets, September 18, 5:30 America, New York. When to buy now, pay later, and when to just pay now. For those who choose to pay in installments, make sure to read the fine print. Sometimes these services come with interest and sometimes they are interest-free.
New York Times Business, September 18, 5 o'clock America, New York. 100 isn't a magic number, so why is it part of the vaccine mandate? The threshold of 100 employees adds to a patchwork of small business rules. It shows up in no other major small business laws. The reasoning behind the number is a mystery. New York Times Business, September 18, 5 o'clock America, New York. They shunned COVID vaccines but embraced antibody treatment. Championed by doctors and conservative radio hosts alike, monoclonal antibodies for COVID are in high demand, even from those who don't want a vaccine. Laura Jeffery, 43, received an infusion of monoclonal antibodies at the Houston Methodist Hospital in Texas on Wednesday. New York Times Business, September 18, 3 o'clock America, New York. The unconventional weapon against future wildfires, goats. Lonnie Malmberg travels with a few hundred goats, which eat the tall brush and grasses that power western wildfires.
Marginal Revolution, September 18, 2:29 America, New York. Maybe the last sentence here is wrong? Barbarism is perhaps best understood as a recurring syndrome among peripheral societies in response to the threats and opportunities presented by more developed neighbors.